Welcome everyone to South Shore Theater Experiences production of Abercrombie Street at 7:30 by John Blenn. This is over 25 years of John Blenn's productions being produced on Long Island and now on Zoom. So we're so happy you can be here with us. We're very excited to be performing this. We have lots of old and new together in this production, so it was a very fun thing to do together. If you'd like to make a donation, it's not necessary, but if you'd like to make a donation to South Shore Theater Experience, you can go on our website, www.southshoretheater.com, and see how you can do that. Thank you so much for attending our production. We hope you enjoy it. You can chat with us through the chat, typing after the show. All the actors will be there and they will try to respond to you. Thank you so much again for attending.
Justin! Justin! Doorbell!
Are your legs broken or something?
I am reading the unauthorized biography of Snooki, star of the Jersey Shore. I just can't put it down.
Well, that's funny because I can't picture myself ever picking that up. Crap. Crap on a cracker. Who's on our porch going nuts? Someone with a doorbell fetish.
They have those things?
I think it would probably crop up in that hideous book you're reading.
How about less of hating on an American icon and more answering the doorbell? It's probably the insurance agent. I invited him over tonight.
Insurance guy? Why would you invite a useless as tits on a bull type of loser like an insurance guy over here?
I think it's time we insured our daughter, Phoenix.
How many times do I have to tell you? We're all insured from the company I work for.
I feel like she needs more insurance on her face, on her legs, on her voice, on account of that she's going to be a huge Hollywood star.
One, she's 8. So who knows if she's ever going to get a shot at being a celebrity. 2, she can't even spell commission correctly, so how can you come to the conclusion that she can sing or dance like a star? 3,
it's never too early to insure the future, Mr. Gleiber.
Great. He's in the house. Now, how's he going to be even harder to get out of than that stain on our new satin sheets?
Justin Gleiber, try pulling your manners back out of your ass. This man is an invited guest.
Don't think of me as a man who tries to take your money. Think of me as the friend who gives you the gift of peace of mind and a carefree future.
The last time I heard that, it was the guy at the bank who called me every 20 minutes to offer me a 10-year CD at 0.01% interest.
I have much better news than that.
Good, because I peed in his gas tank.
Anyway, your wife reached out to me to come up with a plan to cover your little princess and all of her blooming American Idol skills.
Why don't you just have an affair with her and then have her sue me for divorce? It'll be cheaper in the long run.
Hush up, Justin. I invited Marshall here. I, for one, want to hear what he has to say. Marshall, please sit down.
I took detailed notes when we chatted, Mrs. Gleiber, and I came up with several plans I believe will work for you, depending on budget.
Please, call me Amy.
Or Sucker, if you prefer.
If you think you're getting any for the next month, you're going to want to stop right now, Justin.
Really? The way things have been going, I just assumed we were done for the year.
I just need to check a couple of facts. First off, Phoenix is 8.
Or 56 in dog years, closer to 300 in terms of how long I felt tormented by this pint-sized...
Ignore him. I always do, especially during sex.
Okie dokie. That goes into the too much information column.
Yes, Phoenix is 8.
Why don't I just write him a check? And that way you can have a nice chat and I can go get run over by the local train.
Well, I sure would love to meet little Phoenix.
Ladies and gentlemen, It is an honor and a privilege to be here with me tonight. It's the incredible Phoenix.
Well, how cute is she?
Oh, just wait.
How are you, baby girl?
I'm not a baby anymore, Mommy. I practice being an alcoholic when you're out, so I'll be ready for when I'm a star.
I was wondering who broke the lock on the liquor cabinet.
Your mom tells me you're quite the little performer.
I'm the real deal. A full-blown diva, Jack.
I'll bet you're just loaded with all kinds of talent.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky.
Okay, well, that was very nice. She's
So, out of here.
She's quite the little personality, I see.
If by personality you mean bane of my existence, then yes.
Let's get back to the questionnaire.
Yeah. You are direct, Mrs. Gleiber. I do like that quality in people.
I like people who aren't insurance agents.
Pretend he's in a coma. I always do.
Okay, fine. Fair enough. Does Phoenix have any medical issues that have been documented? Allergies, major illnesses, injuries that had to be treated over the years?
Break it down. Put that in your pipe and take it to the bank.
Not really sure what that means.
That makes 3 of us, bub.
No health problems of any kind, I'm happy to say.
Is it insanity if it's not officially diagnosed?
All kids act weird.
Yeah. I remember I spent my entire college career taking drugs, so I would be the same exact way as I was as a child.
Maybe you should take a chill pill now.
Do they make a no payout, no alimony divorce pill?
I made this. I'm an artist besides being an artist.
That's a really nice drawing, Phoenix. I guess that's a drawing of your family?
Are you nuts? It's a White House being eaten by a dinosaur.
But isn't that supposed to be your daddy?
That's a flying saucer.
Are you sure?
Yes!
Because it looks a little like a...
No!
Well, I was just going to add that it
No!
just appears to... Okay, but what if we looked at it sideways and squinted? I really think that maybe you should...
1,000 times no!
You might want to quit here, Marshall, because she'll go on like this all day.
Would you like me to autograph it for you?
Sure.
$200. Pay my agent.
She's quite the little handful, huh?
Oh, every day is like a mashup of the Jerry Springer Show and a tsunami.
She's a little bit on the relentless side, but that's how you have to be when you want to make it in show business. You have to be focused, driven.
Well, she does seem driven.
Oh, she also has delusional, overbearing, exhausting, intrusive, and self-absorbing things down to a science.
Okay, it's not funny anymore, Justin. You're talking about our daughter.
Are you 100% positive that it's not you and the landscaper's daughter?
Come on, your daughter is delightful and charismatic.
Why don't you just jump to the part about what the insurance will cost me on a yearly basis?
Want to hear some jokes? Good. My friend was born upside down. His feet smell and his nose runs. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie. I think Mr. Insurance gets it that you're talented.
Please, I'm working here.
I think it might be time for you to get ready for bed, sweetie.
Don't go getting all Joan Crawford on me.
Amazing.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Daddy built me my own dressing room out behind the garage. I am so done with this house.
Peaches, my love, if you don't calm her down soon, I'm thinking life insurance may be in our future.
When everybody realizes I bomb, you're off the payroll, Daddy-O.
Oh, easy come, easy go.
Now, should I wait for a few more interruptions, or do you think we'll finally have a few moments of silence?
Want to see my room? I can play drums. I have a really big Barbie doll collection, and I built a model.
Maybe next time, Phoenix.
What kind of a talent agent are you anyway?
I'm not an agent. I'm an insurance man.
I am so out of this pop stand.
I don't even know what to say, Marshall. I didn't expect any of this.
Whoa! I had no idea that was an option. I am so out of this pop stand.
Justin, get back here! Get back here right this minute!
Did I come on an unusually chaotic day?
You came on an actually unusually chaotic day.
Well, not a problem. It's all good. I can start over from the top. That's
great. I did have one quick question before you get rolling. I had the insurances budgeted out for about $50. Is that about right?
Well, I am so out of this pop stand.
It seems impossible that we have this house to ourselves. Because the way things going, it just seems so impossible that we actually have this house. That couldn't happen to anyone else, which is just like no one else but your dad could have gotten into an ice cream truck accidentally and drove it away thinking it was his Hyundai.
Okay, granted, that was really a bad day for him between that and accidentally joining a cult. I'd really rather just concentrate on us here.
Well, then get moving, sailor. Frisky is as Frisky does.
You want frisky? I was thinking love explosion.
Well, now, detonate me, baby, and light my fuse.
You can call me Demolition Man. First, your inhibitions come down, and then your world gets rocked.
Show me the galaxy. Ooh, that's nice. You're positive Mara will be okay?
Grampy was taking her to Disney on ice show. That's at the Nassau Coliseum. Estimated driving time, door to door, 8 minutes. I'm sure it's going swimmingly.
Joe, your dad tried to join the Navy last week.
That just makes him patriotic, not crazy.
He said he didn't care what Navy he got into. He just wanted to sail the globe and meet girls in faraway ports.
See, that's not crazy. That's just being heterosexual.
He asked if they had grandfather-granddaughter budding plans in the Navy.
You really do know how to kill a mood, don't you?
I'm not trying to kill the mood. I'm just being sensible.
They left 90 minutes ago for a show that starts in 20 minutes. No matter how slow Dad drives, he's still got plenty of time. In 90 minutes, no calls. They both have cell phones and all's quiet. So you, upstairs, lingerie, now.
Maybe we should call them and check on them, yeah?
You're going to insult my father if you do that. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know. But you know what? He'll forget it. I did that in like 15 minutes.
He's not senile. He's just occasionally erratic.
Yeah, that's like saying Tom Green is occasionally obnoxious.
Laurie, they've probably already been in their seats for at least 15 minutes. Mara is probably on her third cotton candy by now, and they're having a blast. That's my guess.
Mm-hmm. Mara's being sold on the black market in Hong Kong, and your father is joining a terrorist cell by accident. That's my guess.
Forget about that. It's just you and me.
You know what? Turn on CNN. I bet your dad turns up in like the first 8 minutes.
I have no dad. I have no daughter. I have only you. My little geisha girl. Take me to heaven.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. I mean, I know I promised I'd black everything else out. It just...
Start focusing on your sugar daddy. Eyes forward.
All right. Well, then seduce me, you nasty love machine.
Oh, tell the love machine what you want.
Well, I want to see stars, so now why don't you take me to heaven?
Yonder bed of roses awaits. Oh, shit.
Ah, damn Disney on Ice must double booked tonight. They pushed the opening night back to tomorrow.
They what?
They did no such thing. You mixed the days up, didn't you?
Well, I think they decided to stay in New Jersey on extra day.
They don't just hold the circus over one extra day, Dad.
Yeah, well, it's not held over one extra night even by popular demand.
Well, they extend Broadway plays.
By weeks, not days.
What if they only had enough audience for only one more day?
Something like Disney on Ice is not going to add one more crappy day to a run. So could we just get past all of this already?
That's what makes canceling tonight so odd.
It's not odd, Dad. You mixed up your days. We both know. Let's move on.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's Mara?
Mara?
My daughter? Your granddaughter? The person you took to Disney on Ice?
Not really a bell right this second.
Jesus, Dad, are you kidding?
About what?
Where the hell is Mara?
Did she come home with you, Dad? Do you remember leaving with her?
Do you have a police sketch or something I might be able to work with?
I swear to God, Joe, I am going to have to put him away.
Calm down. Calm yourself. This is not helping.
Where is my daughter, Turner?
What's the yelling about?
Hi there, cutie.
Hi, Grandpa.
Did Grandpa leave you at the Coliseum? Did you have to call the police or even take a taxi?
No. Why would I do that? Grandpa drove me over and back.
Why didn't you tell us you brought her home, Dad?
Her? Of course I drove my granddaughter home, but you asked about Mara. I don't know any Mara. I spent the night with Mary.
Her name isn't Mary, it's Mara.
Well, for heaven's sake, when did you change it?
Oh, God, this is infuriating. Come on, Mara.
She's a tad cranky. Did you try and kiss her or something there, son?
She thinks you're slipping a little bit. She was just worried about Mara. That's what it really boils down to. Forget it. Not worth dwelling on.
Well, only 2 people ever told me I was slipping or that my memory was going. Your wife,
And?
I don't remember.
Are you okay, Pop?
Yeah, I just left the iron on, so please excuse me.
There's no iron on in the house. Trust me.
No, it's not this house. I have to try to remember whose house I was in.
Holy crap, is Mom pissed?
Don't talk like that, young lady, or I'll be rinsing your mouth out with,
Jack Daniels?
soap? How do you know about Jack Daniels?
Grandpa puts it on our cereal when we have breakfast together.
On your cereal? Both your cereals? Don't tell your mother about this.
Guess I shouldn't tell Mom about Grandpa stealing the neighbor's satellite off their roof either.
Correct.
We have to talk about your father, Joe. He is losing it.
What did he do now?
He just left to take care of, as he put it, pressing business, and he wore one of my coats instead of his own.
That's no big deal. You know how many times I put on your bowling team jacket or denim duster instead of mine? I didn't realize it until I tried to button it.
When was the last time you mixed up one of your coats with my faux leopard skin coat?
Can I lie and say once?
I had to stop him from putting on my cheerleader coat once.
Let's face it, Joe. Grandpa Turner is several grains short of a full beach.
That would be hard to notice, actually.
All right, damn it. It's not like he's the sharpest spoon in the drawer.
Spoons aren't supposed to be sharp, Mom.
Let's just say he's losing it and we should think about putting him in a home.
You know, my dad brought this house for us, and when he did, I swore to him I would never, ever put him in a home. How soon you forget.
Well, he was stable then.
We were still living in a crappy apartment then.
Is this going to be another one of those hell will freeze over before you can get any arguments?
You know, to your room, young lady, now.
Hey, I'm the victim here. I'm the one that got gypped out of Disney on Ice. Why do I get punished?
We'll discuss it in the morning, Princess. In the meantime, Daddy is still trying to get some before hell freezes over.
I wish I knew what the sum was that everyone makes such a big deal out of.
You know what? I'm going to go take a shower and we'll talk about this tomorrow.
Hello? Yeah, Charlie. You were right. Acting like I'm losing it has got me out of raking leaves, having to make my bed, and it just, I think it just got me out of having to chauffeur the kid around anymore.
I doth slayeth all the dragons in yonder bog.
Groovy.
It is my honor, nay, it is my passion to serve you, my beautiful and noble queen. With every beateth of my heart, I think of thou.
My life is now complete. Hooray!
Dost thou not know how I have risketh my life to serve thee? I am yours to do with what you wish.
I hate that. Why the hell are you doing that?
'Cause I love you?
Because you're a freak.
Why do you always have to get so angry?
Because I am sick and tired of you doing weird things.
Yeah, well, I'm sick of you being a damn strike zone woman. Loosen the hell up.
Strike zone woman?
Knees to the chest. It's a baseball term. Pumpkin, you are unimaginative.
Why? Because I prefer the basics?
Oh no, thank you, famous chef. I'll have grilled cheese sandwiches for the 3 times a day for the rest of my life.
What the hell does that mean?
No, honey, please, don't kiss my toes. No, sweetie, not the neck. It's too ticklish. Hey, stupid, stop nibbling on my ears.
I really said stupid.
You absolutely did.
Well, that was really clever. I'm sorry that I am just not as fun as you want, that I'm just a stick in the mud. But I must have gotten some extra boring genes from my family's pool.
Can I tie you up and spank you for that crime?
You're the one that needs to be tied up and spanked.
All right, now we're getting somewhere. I'll go down to the basement and get some rope.
No one is getting tied up. You just let go of that idea right now, Danny.
I already did. I'm going to use the rope to hang myself.
Now that I can help you with.
No.
I'll get the step stool while you get the rope.
Don't bother. Don't bother, because I'm sure even you can take the fun out of suicide.
Now I've stopped being fun in other areas besides sex?
I'm afraid so. If that night routine couldn't melt that glacial heart of yours, nothing ever will.
All right, Daniel McShea. You've done it now. Want to open a can of worms? Oh, yeah. Try this one on precise. Not only are you half the man I married, but you're twice the man I married.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're just as beautiful as the day I met you.
Oh, and another thing. Oh, that might be the sweetest thing that you ever said.
You're timeless.
Oh, second. Nice try, bud, but no dice. Oh, we're moving on to the topic of disappointment in the sack.
Well, buy some battery-operated machinery. It'll also mirror your personality in the bedroom. Huh. And better yet, it'll only go where you point it.
Oh, that was very clever. I just knew that in 25 years, you'd say something witty. I just wonder what took you so damn long.
Yeah, it's probably your elementary school psychologist trying to explain to me why you're so unadventurous and not open-minded.
Either that, or it's the damn bad taste police calling to say that they have you surrounded.
Strike Zone Central, can I help you? This is he. How can I help you?
Is that the neighbor's landscaper calling to say that he wants my hand?
You're positive. You're absolutely positive? What the hell happened to come into the house?
Oh, Jesus, no. No, no, no.
I understand. Thank you.
Is it Michael? Tell me it's it Michael, please? Tell me it's not Michael. No. No, no, no.
Michael's squad ran into a suicide roadside bomber.
How badly is he hurt? How bad? Oh, my heart.
You want me to call 911?
Oh, I want my fucking son back.
I know you do, dear. Come on, let's just sit here and relax.
Daddy, tell me this isn't happening. This isn't happening.
We knew it was a possibility when he signed up, Heather.
I never thought that they would send him to that pit of sand. He was going to learn how to use computers. Why did they have to send him to that desert? He should have been in the damn basement of the U.S. Embassy.
I know. They make it sound like they're offering a trade, but it's the Marines, babe. We all knew he was taking a risk.
Damn the Marines! Damn this horrible world! Damn you, Daddy!
All right, get it out of your system, Heather.
Don't you pacify me! I'm not a 6-year-old child!
Talking down to me isn't going to help.
Oh, you had to make him macho, bring him up to be a man. Let's play football like your dad. Let's try some ice hockey. Oh, you have to be tough, macho. Oh, God, be a man.
You're kidding, right?
Oh, yeah, they're shipping my son, my only child, home in a pine box. That's fucking hysterical. You want to hear some knock-knock jokes?
You don't think I'm hurting here, too?
The only reason that he joined was to show you how tough he was. He knew you were living through his accomplishments. All you men do that. Brag about how tough your sons are and how rough they are.
Would you please just stop this line of bullshit? For hurting each other isn't going to make the pain go away.
What have we done with our lives? What have we done with our lives?
We have had 25 good years, Heather. Right now, all we have is each other. That's what we started out with.
You killed my son. You killed my son. I hate you. I hate you.
No, don't do this, Heather. Don't do this. You're all I've got. You're all I've got.
Oh. My heart is broken.
Mine too.
Oh. Do you remember when he was born?
How could I forget? It rained like it was the end of the world.
You were so scared when we were driving to the hospital. I don't think I've ever seen you afraid before.
I've been afraid of losing you ever since our first date. I've worked very hard at not letting it show.
You remember how little he cried when the doctor spanked him?
We thought the doctor missed.
Remember when he brought that girl home from high school? What was her name?
Lily.
Yeah, Lily. Like the mother from the Munsters. We were expecting this plain Jane, and she was
beautiful. I remember.
Why is this happening, Danny? Why?
It's not God's will. People who tell you that it's God's will, they're full of shit.
We've done nothing, Daniel, nothing. You and I, we're almost 50, and we have nothing. We have this big empty house and no legacy to carry on. We've worked ourselves ragged just that some assholes on the other side of the world could kill our baby.
The assholes are on this side too. Power brokers, big business, dirty, crooked politicians.
We are nothing. We have nothing.
Heather, damn it. You're all I've got. I love you. I mean, doesn't that mean anything? If we only did this for our son, if all these years were only about raising our child, then we have accomplished nothing.
I'm getting old.
Oh, you haven't aged a day.
You let yourself go.
Will you help me come back?
We've lost touch with each other. Do you even know what television shows I like to watch or what books I like to read? All we ever do is talk about our son.
Do you know what my favorite teams are? My hobbies?
The Dolphins, the Nets, Notre Dame.
I have some catching up to do. Sometimes you have to move backward so that you can move forward.
Is there a forward anymore, Danny?
Oh, please, please, please don't tell me that this bomb killed all three of us.
Excuse me, it's Thursday. I always write to Danny on Thursdays, and I want to get it done before I get sidetracked.
Ah, my lovely daughter Lulu. How about a kiss for your dear old dad?
Maybe later. Gotta be honest, not feeling it right this second.
Fair enough. How was school today?
Boring. A drug cartel gave him to our class, dragged our biology teacher, Miss Gunderson, out to the courtyard, and then shot her. Something about an overdue bill on the past product?
Well, you know, sweetheart, not every day was exciting when your dear old dad went to school either. Some days are just going to be mundane.
It's just because I told her I wasn't going to do the book report she assigned, and then she said, oh yeah, I'll cut you. So then I said, bring it. And then she's like, oh, I'll bring it, all right. And then I'm like, whatever.
So I assume this means you won't be getting the 0 now.
Right on the nosy, old man.
Well, that's a spot of good news then, isn't it?
Guess what else happened today? A spacecraft landed at Walmart, and then these small green things laser beamed like 90 people into an oblivion, including Lady Gaga, whoever the first vice president is, and Mrs. Crenshaw from down the block. Yeah, and her dog too.
Didn't hear a thing about it.
It'll probably be on the 6 o'clock news.
It probably will be.
Did I also mention yesterday that I'm having a baby? I'll probably need like $200,000 for the hospital and everything.
Well, you're probably gonna have to ask Mom about that one. You know, she does handle the finances.
She doesn't get killed by an African blowgun while she's sleeping.
Well, that certainly is in the realm of possibilities.
You don't seem too worried.
Well, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, sweetie.
Hey, Dad, want to help me set myself on fire later?
As long as it's outside, Lulu, I don't want to have to listen to your mother if the house goes up in flames.
You're the greatest, Pop.
Well, I try.
Hey, Dad, what's shaking?
Well, according to the news a few days ago, San Francisco.
We had a big soccer game today. I scored 19 goals.
I thought all those games ended in scoreless ties.
What do you know about soccer? You can't even button your shirt correctly. National poster girl for drooling.
That's really funny. Only boy in America who has a Justin Bieber poster on his wall.
He happens to be an extraordinary crooner.
Want to tell me you like my shoes? And that my color is gosh at its best?
Now, let's settle down with all this hooliganism, eh?
Hey, Dad, you'll never guess who I pushed onto a big rusty bone anchor and who bled out right on the spot.
How about an arch criminal from one of your comic books?
The school principal, Mr. Dorcas.
Oh, well, I'll bet he was surprised.
You ever see the light go out in a man's eyes?
Once a day down at the candy store, son. You betcha, son.
My hamster has been sending me telepathic messages in my sleep. He has some really twisted plans, and I think we should drop him off the shelter before something really bad starts to happen.
That's just you drinking yourself to sleep, Lulu.
Oh, nothing to get excited over there, Spartacus. Just a simple case of, well, like mother, like daughter.
I heard that, Mr. Naysayer.
Oh, you always catch me red-handed, you little scamp.
You're the scamp. I'm the deliciously demure socialite.
Guess what happened at school today, Mom?
Oh, let me guess. Justin Bieber stopped by to take you to lunch?
That was 3 days ago.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Ooh, sounds like our little princess is becoming quite the popular socialite.
And boy toy.
Speak for yourself. I don't see any MMA posters on your wall.
Want to start? Let's talk about your extensive Melissa Etheridge, Joan Jett, and Donnie DeFranco CD collection. Yeah, you're going to be the prom queen.
Oh, that's enough of this funning around. You know, I'm not above locking the both of you in your Fisher-Price clubhouse again.
Throw that out already. It's for ages 3 to 6. We haven't played with that in a decade.
I keep it as a deterrent for bad manners.
That's not too creepy, Mother. If I went up to Dr. Hill and told them that you padlocked me in that, they'd lock you up.
Oh, hush. He'd probably give me the latest copy of his newest book, and then after we yucked it up a bit, he'd probably give me a free vacation in the Bahamas for being a good sport.
Feel free to keep on dreaming.
Whatever. Barnabus?
Yes, my love.
Did I tell you that I spent over $47,000 at the mall today?
I don't believe you did, but I'm guessing that must be a new record for you.
Oh, yes, but I also hit 4 people in the parking lot.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Big deal. Anyone could do that with a car. Try doing it with an old bicycle where enraged onlookers can chase you and throw bottles and rocks as you pedal away.
You had rocks thrown at you while you hit and ran on a bike?
No, stupid. I threw rocks and bottles with a group at somebody else who hit people with their bicycle and tried to ride away.
Hey, gang, did I mention I joined the space program and that I'm moving away in a couple of weeks? None of you will ever see me again.
That figures. My birthday's in a month. Everyone in the Sucky family always has to shortchange me in gifts.
That's all you're worried about is the gifts.
Well, yeah.
Since you're leaving anyway, would you mind if I moved in with your brother Frank and had a blistering affair? I've been dreaming about doing that for years.
Well, I don't see why not. He's a disloyal and self-serving fellow. If you do see him, tell him his big brother says hey.
I'm going to go check on the pot roast. Dinner should be ready in about 10 minutes or so.
Hey, Dad, I had a question.
By all means, keep interrupting me. There's nothing I like better than having my daily newspaper reading stopped, 30 to 40 times by mindless chatter and unimportant questions. Shoot.
Why did you name me Spartacus?
Because it'll look great on your business cards when you open a salon, fluffball.
Not a bad guess there, Missy, but no. I wanted to give him a unique and unusual name so that he'd grow up with self-confidence and a strong self-identity. And I hope that it would lead him to not having to spend piles of money on mediocre tattoos so that he could feel special amongst his gaggle of little circus freak kids who beg for Michael Jordan sneakers and $200 sunglasses so they don't feel like a human doorstep with zero personality.
Aren't you glad you asked?
Not especially, no.
Well, then I suppose you just learned an important lesson. Silence never hurt anyone. Don't talk, and you'll find nothing bad ever happens.
Then how do you explain passing gas?
I don't. I'll leave that for the scientists to sort out.
Roast will be ready momentarily. I think I should also mention that our backyard is full of flesh-eating zombies that are on their way here.
Did you look close? It's probably just the Bennetts from next door.
It's probably just some boys from school that like Lulu. She attracts bottom feeders in case you didn't notice.
Oh, that'll be enough of that. I'm not going to have you ruin another dinner with your nonsensical prattle.
Would it be too much to use English?
Darling, I don't think any one of us asked you, how was your day today?
I don't think anybody asked because I don't think anyone cares.
Speaking of nobody cares, Lulu, I forgot to tell you that Jimmy Holmes hacked into the school computers and changed all of your grades to failing.
Whatever. I already signed up in the Marines and I'm shipping out to Borno next month.
Well, that should be a nice little break for you, kiddo.
You know, I was a kept woman on a pirate ship for several years when I got out of college. The days.
You can always go back, dearest.
Oh, gosh. How would I? With my 3 husbands in other states and this family, where would I find the time?
I'm sure everybody appreciates your efforts.
Oh, yes. Well, dinner will be ready shortly, so chop everyone. While you go wash up, I'm going to go put out the massive fire in the kitchen.
Always nice when we can have a family chat, right? Don't you guys agree? You little Dickens, you.
Do you think Mom and Dad go out of their way to ignore everything everyone else says? They are unbelievably good at it.
I just figured that they were overdoing their Xanax or Zoloft or whatever other painkillers they take. Isn't that what adults do in America these days?
Where are you going? Mom said dinner was ready.
Smell anything?
Come to think of it, no.
I'm heading to McDonald's because I'm hungry. I think Mom thought she was cooking, but I have a feeling she wasn't.
The catastrophe that lurks at the door, much like the proverbial wolf, is the large corporation eliminating the small proprietor and his capitalistic dream. Yes, now that sounds like something.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, throw a pass my way.
The difference is in the consumerism, the deterioration of manners in the buyer.
2, 4, 6, 8, let's make love, don't hesitate. Gerald, Gerald, Gerald!
The lack of loyalty is predicated on the flock holding the one thing holy, discounted prices.
Here we go, Gerald, here we go. Here we go, Gerald. Here we go.
Don't take this the wrong way, oh betrothed of mine, but are you huffing glue?
You aren't impressed by what I am wearing?
Looks like a cheerleader's outfit.
It is my cheerleader's outfit from high school. I can still get into it. Don't you think that's hot?
I think at this point, I'd be called a child molester or some such nonsense if I was with a cheerleader.
I'm not talking about you getting together with a real cheerleader. I'm talking about fantasy play with me, your wife.
Darling Gina, I applaud your creativity, but I'm working on a speech and I only have 19 more days to get it perfect.
How long is the speech? 90 minutes? 2 hours?
20 minutes, but that's not the point.
Oh, that's right. You're not good at making anything last 20 minutes, let alone an hour or two.
We're talking about my livelihood here. If I didn't do my work, how would we pay our bills?
With the money I get from being a radio talk show host, or the huge inheritance my parents left, or...
Bad idea on my part, because that question takes away from the point.
The point is that I'm frustrated, Gerald. You can spell that. P-I-S-S-E-D-O-F-F. You are not taking care of your husbandry responsibilities.
That doesn't spell frustrated.
Yeah, I know.
It spells pissed off.
Could you stop being a college professor for a few minutes and try something completely new, being a man?
Can't that wait?
Oh, sure, no problem. How about we pencil you in, acting like a man for, say, July of 2021?
Sugar Plum, please. That came out wrong on my end.
Then feel free to put it back in on your end.
I'm sorry if it seems like I'm ignoring you. That was not my intention.
You've been ignoring the kids, too.
How do you come to that conclusion?
Did our son talk to you?
Yes. Are you talking about him wanting to get a mohawk haircut and become like Travis Bickle?
That's one point, yes.
All kids like to play cowboys and Indians at that age, so our kid likes to be an Indian. Was Travis a Mohican or a guide to the Pilgrims or something?
It was Robert De Niro's character in Taxi Driver.
Wasn't he a little screwy, that character?
He wanted to shoot the president.
And that's currently a bad idea because...
If that's your best comedy, go back to your lecture.
On a more serious note, our daughter, what's her name again?
Agnes.
Agnes?
Of course it's not Agnes! I was making a point about how little attention you pay to things around here besides yourself.
Can I have a couple more guesses of her name?
Beatrice.
Good God, we named her Beatrice?
No! I am making a point that you have absolutely no clue whatsoever.
I was gonna say Judith.
Joyce.
Oh, no you don't. I'm not falling for that one again.
No, it's really Joyce.
No, come on. What is it really?
Joyce.
Okay, it's Joyce. Can we get to the main point here?
Why did you tell her that pole dancing was a fine profession and that you'd pay to send her to college so she could get good at it? She's 4, you knucklehead.
Pole dancer?
I'm just happy you didn't suggest hooking as a minor.
I thought she said she wanted to be a pole vaulter. I told her athletics is a noble pursuit.
No wonder she asked me if the girls in ballet were sports stars.
She asked if they were porn stars?
See, there is the point. You half listen to everything, and that is what's causing all the trouble.
I'm sorry, could you run that by me again?
Now you're getting annoying. If you didn't know how to pay people to fix the plumbing, electrical problems, and do landscaping, I might have to run away with Wallace the mailman.
I thought his name was Willard.
Call me around Memorial Day. We'll set up the barbecue for August.
Okay, I'm sorry. What do you say we try it again and I give you my full undivided attention?
All right. I'm really in the mood for romance now, Casanova. Nothing starts my engines like bloated conversation and asinine patter about our children and their dreams.
Then what do I do to please you?
Go out, find Colin Farrell, bring him back here, divorce me, and then insist that you pay me to marry him.
Who's Colin Farrell?
Do you do anything other than think about what you'll be talking about next?
No. Look, go outside and come back in as the cheerleader and I'll concentrate. If it's role play you want, it's role play you'll get.
Yeah. Well, the mood is deader than Dwayne Johnson's last movie, but...
Pretty please with sugar on top? I promise I'll give you complete focus.
I should have my head examined. But oh, what the heck? Somebody's got to restart the fire here.
I'll be the high school teacher and you're the cheerleader. I'll be giving you detention the second you walk in.
I'm Gina, the head cheerleader. Nobody can tame me, and that's why I have detention, Mr. Teacher. Siskumba, too hot to handle, rah, rah, rah.
So, how's the team doing?
They can't seem to keep their eyes on the field, teacher man.
I see. Well, perhaps we need to repaint the field a brighter color, something more eye-catching.
What?
I'm trying to think logically here. The field is obviously too boring if the players don't want to look at it.
You moron! We're role-playing. They're not watching the field because I'm the ultra-hot cheerleader who's too cute to ignore.
You're a housewife, honey.
What happened to playing the teacher giving me detention?
You threw me off with the remark about the field. Why did you have to toss that in?
I wasn't aware I need to write out cue cards for you. I thought the outfit might be enough to jumpstart some interest, but I guess I was wrong.
Maybe it's just the whole cheerleader thing is kind of foreign to me. Why don't we try something else?
Like what?
Do you have anything in your closet that looks like a lab coat? We can play the people who discovered penicillin.
I'm tingling.
No good? Okay. How about we play dashing sociologist and undergraduate survey taker at the college cafeteria?
Oh my God. I married the king of PBS. Somebody shoot me!
Too technical?
You know, maybe you should talk to the middle school kids. I think teenage pregnancy would go down to just about 0, Professor Mood Killer.
Would it help maybe if I dressed up, maybe as a mascot or something?
Work on your speech. I'm gonna go to bed. In Colorado.
My precious butterfly. This is a most humbling proclamation.
Oh, yeah, that'll win me back. Talking it up like a lecture at an IRS audit is what makes the female libido all hot and bothered.
Tax audits? Really? That's a thing of yours?
I'm gonna go tuck the kids in, and then I'm gonna go read everything Nora Roberts ever wrote. Let me know how the presentation goes. Like, say, around Memorial Day?
I'm a little taken aback. I don't know what to say at this point.
Here's a little fantasy for you. Pretend I'll be awake when you come to bed at any time over the next 6 months.
Why are we having a bachelorette party on a weeknight?
People have other things to do on the weekends. You know that.
Why didn't you invite any of my friends?
They may seem like your friends, but once you're married, you won't hear from any of them. Why spend a lot of money on food for them to eat and get nothing but crappy gifts that you won't even use?
How about, I don't know, it's a tradition?
Divorce is a tradition too now, honey. but it doesn't mean we endorse it, do we?
Are the three of us just going to sit around, stare at each other, and pound down a few bags of cheese doodles?
Why are you so impatient? Phyllis and I got you a big surprise.
It will rock your world, Heidi.
Oh my God! Did you hire a soap opera star to come and visit? Ooh, Derek Bravo, Johnny Trask, Van Stone.
Not that we didn't investigate that, honey, because we did.
Stupid money. They're getting just stupid money.
You didn't buy like a case of Pabst Blue Ribbon or some other mediocre old school beer, did you? Because I don't consider that rock my world kind of stuff.
Can't you just wait a few minutes? It'll be here soon enough. After all, I did say it was a surprise.
I'll play along, sis. But I think it would be nice if you called a few people besides Cousin Phyllis to stop by.
Oh, in the meantime, we've hidden lots of little gifts all around the house for you. So why don't you start looking for them?
Gifts.
That's right, honey.
All over the house?
Hidden by our hands of love for this special occasion.
Hidden like Easter eggs.
I guess you can say that.
Are you deaf, girl? Or is it your memory is so shot that you don't remember what Easter is all about?
Phyllis is just kidding with you, honey.
I'm missing hunky David Caruso on CSI Miami and want to get this show on the bloody road.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Have a Cosmopolitan or something, Phyllis.
Present number 1 is in the den.
That's on the other side of the house.
Oh, sorry, we don't have a motor escorter for you, lazy.
Phyllis, this is a happy occasion, remember?
I'm not afraid to walk, Phyllis. I'm just saying that we might not hear the bell if we're in the back when the Chip and Dale dancer arrives.
He's not actually a Chip and Dale guy, honey.
Would you please stop calling me honey?
I'm sorry you don't like honey, my little bunny. I won't say it anymore.
Go back to honey. I hate bunny.
Oh, whatever, dumpling.
So, where did you find this guy?
Shabokin Phil's House of Dancers.
Ew. Where did you find them?
Behind a topless joint out by the airport.
Why would you go out there?
Because they don't usually put adult entertainment clubs next to the elementary schools or the local Precious Moments outlet. You're such as smart as a stick, bunny.
Can we just get by the hokey words of endearment already?
Now stop being a stick in the mud, you two.
Sticks.
Huh?
Sticks, plural. There's more than one of us.
I'll get it. Maybe it'll be something fun, like a home invasion. Anything's better than this.
Oh, can I be excused now? I want to go stick metal objects in the wall sockets around my house.
Oh, don't be a party pooper. We're off to a bad start. But there's always time to recover.
Yeah, I think Napoleon said that at Waterloo.
Who was it?
John Edward. He wanted to know if we wanted any dead relatives contacted for $50.
The psychic guy is now doing door-to-door readings?
Of course not. It was the stripper.
Yeah, because they don't usually put adult entertainment clubs. Oh, yeah, they really don't. And I told you that before, and you're just as smart as a bag of hammers, Cora.
He told me to play this on a boombox, but we don't have any boomboxes.
Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. Yeah, baby, yeah, baby, yeah, baby. Okay, we're done. Cut the music. You got anything to drink?
That's it? That's all you got?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's all I got.
That wasn't really stripping, sir.
Sure it was. 1 minute the coat's on, the next it's off. See how that works? One of you fabulous babes want to go get me a drink of gin and tonic?
This is not how it works. I guess you're new at this.
Adult entertainment?
Yes.
Hell no, I've been entertaining adults for years. And by the way, who's ever making the gin and tonic, go light on the ice, okay? I got a cavity that's really cold sensitive. Oy.
Maybe you should go to the dentist and get it taken care of.
Hello, Snookums. Why do you think I'm working here? Making sense yet?
You're going to have to do much better than that, or I'm not paying you.
Geez, women, they're never, never happy. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah, mama.
You're still wearing a t-shirt?
It's mighty chilly, you know, and it's winter in case you just flew in from Miami or maybe San Diego.
You call yourself a stripper? You should be ashamed of yourself.
I call myself Mike, and I'd be ashamed if I enjoyed doing cesspool cleanings. But there's nothing wrong with devoting my life to the happiness of you chicks.
Shouldn't you be naked?
Like when? Now?
Yes.
That'd be kind of in poor taste, wouldn't it?
We hired you to strip.
You hired me to provide adult entertainment.
So, what do you suggest we do?
Want to play Jenga?
That's it? You don't take anything else off?
Well, I take my shoes off, but I have to feel comfortable with people first. It doesn't just happen fresh out of the gate, so to speak.
Oh, what kind of a party is this?
I was just about to say the same thing. You know, you should have some pigs in a blanket, a few variety of chips with spinach dip.
You're lazier than my ex-husband.
He probably just got sick of you bugging him to take his clothes off. I mean, really, get a friggin' life.
I'm gonna slam this guy like a trailer park screen door in a hurricane if he keeps this up.
You're ruining my bachelorette party, Mr. Whoever you are.
Mike Home. You can call me Mike or Mikey.
You should be nude right now.
Hillary Clinton should be in the White House right now, but things don't always work out the way we'd all like them to.
Do you think you could at least dance or something, if that's not too much trouble?
Ladies, let's all think here for a minute, okay? Why does everyone have the same ridiculous idea of what a bachelorette party should be? We fall into the same old trap time and time again. The same tired old idea that some hot guy, which I really am, strips down to his birthday suit, which I won't, has got to come to an end. I think we're all more civilized than that, are we not?
Are we wearing clothing labeled stupid to you?
All we want is what I paid your agent or boss or whatever he was for.
Can't we all think out of the box for a moment?
Listen, sis, I want to call my wedding off until I have a real bachelorette party. One with groping and rude behavior and lust and drunken insanity.
Oh, sounds like what you really want is a backroom job at the post office.
Oh, this sucks. I'm going out with my girlfriends.
Don't go out to one of those slimy bars.
Right now, I'd be happier playing miniature golf. This sucked.
Phyllis, you know, you try to do something nice for your sister, and then they throw it back in your face every time.
Oh, you couldn't coordinate toasting a Pop-Tart. I'm out of here, too.
Hate to rub salt in your wounds, but your family seems to have no idea how to have fun. They're way too uptight.
Have you ever done this before, Mr. Hunt?
Of course. Are you kidding me? Of course. I haven't been naked in front of strange women in almost a year.
I need to hear this just one more time from the beginning. How did Wonder Woman make our new Lexus go into the lake that is now a park.
From the very beginning?
Sure, why not?
Okay, well, I got up extra early because I had to take Stewie to the vet. He was sneezing excessively. So then
Stewie?
I went... Bozo's buddy?
Bozo?
The 2 hamsters we got from Molly 2 weeks ago.
Molly?
You know, our youngest daughter. Little
I
blonde
meant-
girl, cute as a button.
I meant Molly asked for hamsters?
No, actually she wanted a giraffe, but I researched that and that was like not doable. So then I tried to go to the pound to get her a pit bull because that's what she wanted. And when I leaned against the cage, she tried to bite me. And I thought an animal that's going to try to kill you doesn't actually make the best pet, right?
So you got Molly a sneezing hamster.
He wasn't sneezing at the store.
Well, what was he doing at the store? Playing with an Etch-a-Sketch?
He was caught in a vacuum cleaner. You see, while the guy was vacuuming up all the hamster poop, he got kind of like stuck in
Got
there.
it. I got it.
So I felt sorry for him. I mean, you remember when Brendan Jr. got his lips stuck in our Hoover? You can hear him crying as far west as the White House.
I think the White House is really more south than west.
Can I just finish my story, Captain Geography?
Sure, why not? Let's see if you can get to the end one more time before I have a massive coronary or I hold you down in the jacuzzi until you stop twitching.
So I pulled the little fella out of the vacuum cleaner, and the guy who works there says it's like the dumbest hamster he's ever seen in his life. And I'm like hamsters are college graduates or something. So then I say, well, maybe he'll grow out of it, being so dumb and stuff, and he'll get on with the important things in his life.
The hamster.
Well, hamsters are human beings too. They have little personalities.
Janet, you're frightening me.
So anyway, I tell Mr. Know-It-All sales guy that maybe a talking hamster is like a talking parrot or one of those talking dogs in the dog food commercials.
What does all this have to do with the car?
Just listen, okay? So I said maybe that he'll grow out of it and be like a talking hamster. You know, like the sales boy says, well, maybe he'll grow into chunks of meat like in a Samuel Campbell soup can.
And you said that could happen.
No, I said maybe a can of Dinty Moore stew. And now Molly just thought that was so hysterical that she thought we should name him Stu, which eventually became Stu E, because you name the little things E and you leave the big things alone.
Big things alone?
Well, John would be a big thing and Johnny would be a little thing. You know, James would be a big thing.
And Jamie would be a little thing.
Well, no, that would actually be Jimmy. But no worries, you're new at this.
Let's try to press forward, all right? You get the hamster and you
Two
go...
hamsters. You want to move on?
Please.
So now I actually got loaded Molly in the car with Stewie and Bozo, and we're tooling down the highway at like 65, and there's nobody else on the road. So
65 on the parkway?
No, in the neighborhood.
Oh, this can't end well. It just can't.
It was a dead end. But fortunately, the lady at the end of the street, she didn't have a fence around her yard. So I took the hill and behind her house and I went on to the next road.
But you hit the lake instead.
No, I just told you, Mr. Hurry Pants. I took the hill next to the street.
And what was Molly doing while you were driving like a maniac?
She was in the back yelling, you know, and I kind of resent that maniac remark. It's not like I drove through the lady's house. I just drove through her yard.
Mea culpa.
You're welcome. So anyway, I'm back on Hempstead Turnpike, and that's when I see the car stalled on the side of the road. And get this, it's Bert Schwimmer.
Bert Schwimmer is like a movie star or an athlete?
No, he's the guy that works at the Gucci store in the Huntington Mall, you know, where they have all those $500 pocketbooks and the $75 monogrammed hankies.
How could I forget?
So anyway, so I pull over 3 lanes, which wasn't easy because it was really crowded. But then the most amazing thing happens. Guess?
It turns out it wasn't Bert Schwimmer at all?
That's not amazing. no. Listen to this. See, the guy in the next lane jammed on his brakes because, I cut in front of him, and he kind of caused this 7-car accident. So now he gets out of his car yelling and walking towards me. I guess he was in shock or something.
Well, what did you do?
Well, I said I would get in the car. I said, come on. So I was signaling because it was raining. So I signaled for, Bert to get in the car. And then I drove him to the gas station.
Oh, and on the way to the gas station is when you lost control of the car.
Brendan, please, okay? I can drive to a gas station just like I can drive to a supermarket or a shopping mall. I just got there just fine. But just as I was about to drop him off, he pointed out that I was having a really bad hair day, and he insisted on snipping my bangs for me.
He wanted to cut your hair.
Is bangs a new word for you? Yes, he wanted to cut my hair.
Bert sounds a little gay.
Oh, Bert is big time gay. You don't usually see Marlboro men working for Prada or Gucci or Chanel.
Well, I still haven't heard how Wonder Woman gets involved in this.
Getting to it. You were the one who told me that you wanted to hear the whole thing from the beginning, Brendan.
All right. Take it from after the gas station.
Fine. Okay, so I leave the gas station and I go to Checkers to get Molly a shake and a double champ hold mayo and onions.
Whoa, what color were the napkins? What did they give you, huh?
Plain white. Why?
I was being sarcastic. Look. I'm sorry I said from the beginning. Switch to cut to the chase mode, okay?
I took Molly home. I dropped her off with Brandon Jr. I fed the dog. I put the hamsters in Molly's room, and I went back to the Colony Mobile for the next bit of business.
Which was?
Well, there was a Nora Roberts book signing over at Read All About It. It's a trendy little artsy bookstore in Seaford. So I wanted to get some of my stuff signed. So I was well on my way over to Glen Cove when I realized that the store was in Seaford, not Glen Cove. So I made a U-turn on Merrick Avenue.
You made a 4-lane U-turn on Merrick Avenue?
3 of them.
3?
Well, after the first one, I realized that I thought it was Glen Cove because they have 2 locations. So then I thought I was going the right way.
But you weren't?
Hello? I said I did 3 U-turns, did I not?
All right. And that's when Wonder Woman appears in front of your car.
Well, I say Wonder Woman because I can never remember the lady's name.
Linda Carter?
Yes, that's it. Linda Carter. Yes. Thank you.
Linda Carter jumps out into the road from what? From behind a tree? She jumps out from the back of a van? What?
No, Goofy. She wasn't in the street. She was on the television sets.
Television sets, as in plural. More than one set.
Yes. She was in the flyer for Best Buy. You know how they put the same picture in all the TV set ads when they're trying to sell the TV sets? That's how they advertise.
All right. I'll play along. Pretend I have the slightest idea what the hell you're talking about. Continue.
So anyway, she was in all the TV sets with Willie Nelson. And I thought, hey, I watched her when I was a kid, and she still looks hot. So I took another closer look, trying to figure out if she had plastic surgery or something.
You could have just rented a Dukes of Hazzards video and take your time investigating.
Well, you see, there's the problem. Number 1, I didn't know which picture it was from until that right now, this very second, and I didn't know what movie it was either.
Well, right up to this minute, I didn't know I married a chowderhead.
You should be proud of me, mister. When I looked up and I saw that dump truck coming at me, I immediately had the presence of mind to pull through that open gate in Eisenhower Park. I even slammed on the brakes to avoid driving into a half-frozen pond.
But didn't you tell me you had to have the Lexus towed from the lake?
Yeah. You see, ice plus hill equals Lexus in the lake.
I think you have to know that I'm a little bit agitated that our brand new high-end car being turned into a submarine, darling.
Don't be ridiculous, honey. Submarines are completely underwater. The Lexus is only filled up to the headrest.
I think you know that I'm a pretty patient guy, Janet, and I think you know that I really, truly love you. though I may be only about 75 capacity right now, but I'll bounce back in time.
You know, I think we both know that what happened to me could have happened to anyone.
No, but let's move past this anyway and get on with the evening. Let's talk about anything else other than the Lexus or the accident you had with it, okay?
Great, let's move on.
All right. What's for dinner?
We're going out to dinner, and if you don't mind, I'd rather not discuss how I accidentally destroyed the stove while I was baking something yesterday. Well, thanks for coming, everyone. Yay!
Thank you. What a pleasure. I hope you enjoyed the show.
I hope you all
Thanks
enjoy
for coming
it.
out, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
John.
Thank you.
And have a happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. Thank
Happy
you,
New
John
Year.
Glenn,
Happy
for
New
letting
Year.
us
Happy New
use
Year,
your
everybody.
script.
Yes,
Happy
John.
New
Thank
Year.
you.
Thanks, John.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
you.